Hey everyone, okay, so today I'm going to be talking to you about the 5 most common makeup mistakes, or at least the ones that I think are the most common. So the first one we're going to talk about is foundation. Now foundation, I know I've said this a million times, but we're told to match foundation to our neck. Now the problem being is that oftentimes our neck is actually lighter than our chest, and if you're a woman you tend to wear shirts with or tops that expose a good part of the upper part of the chest. So what can happen is that the face is one colour and the chest is a completely another. What you need to do is match your foundation to your chest colour, because we want our face and body to match. The other way of thinking about it is imagine that your forehead here is touching your shoulder or even your chin. You want that and that to be the exact same colour, because if you're going out and you're wearing something where your body is exposed, you want to be the same colour. It's very important that we're all one colour and not really dark face, really white neck or whatever. So try and match it. Now I know people say, well, should I bring the foundation down into my neck? Or the truth is if your neck is lighter, then you can use a bronzing powder. You don't even have to go out and buy another foundation. You can just use a bronzing powder to deepen your neck and deepen your face. Sometimes with women of colour we can find that our neck is actually darker than our chest area. You have two options here. You can go with what colour the chest is and lighten up parts of the neck as well and then use that same foundation on the face, or you can kind of deepen the face with a bronzer. Both are perfectly well. Remember, there is no exact science to this, so don't take it as being written in stone, but it's a really good idea to try and make sure that our face and our bodies at least know each other. This is a really cool one, and I wonder how many people will know this. So you're going out and you're getting ready and you've put your hair up, you've got an amazing dress on, lovely shoes, and you're looking, your makeup's done and you look absolutely beautiful. What's the one thing that we haven't done? Oftentimes with women, if we've got long hair and we've put our hair up, behind our ears, we will find that this area can be very, very, very light, and I mean really light. And when you've got your hair up and you've done your makeup, suddenly behind the ears are absolutely glowing and look completely radioactive. We don't want that. Always remember to, if your hair is going up, to check in the mirror to see if behind our ears and this area here are the same colour. Now I've just done a tutorial on bronzing, so you can see that there is a distinct difference in colour to my face and my hands. But the idea is you want to get a foundation brush and just apply a tiny bit of that foundation to behind the ears, very, very subtly. It just blends everything out and it can really bring the whole look together so that we are not kind of beautiful from the front and then glowing from behind. Okay, I'm going to actually talk again about the nude lip or the beige lip. Now, the way to tell if this is really going to suit you in terms of beige is to whatever skin colour you are, whether you are dark or light, take your foundation and just rub it over your lips. If you look amazing, then you can go with a really pale lip colour. If you look ill, dead, unhappy, unhealthy, then don't bother. The real technique to a nude lip is to look at your own lip colour and then tone it down one shade. You can go one shade lighter without looking ill or very, very unwell, or like rigor mortis has just kicked in. You don't want to look like that. So if you can't get away with that really beige nude lip, then don't worry about it. Who cares? A lot of people can't. Just take your own lip shade as a guide and either use a pencil that's a shade lighter or a lipstick that's a shade lighter and go with that, because when we mute our lips down ever so slightly, they can make them look much, much fuller, which is always a good thing majority of the time. So bear that in mind. Never think just because beige lips are in, you have to wear beige lips. They really don't suit very many people. So think about your own lip colour and just go a shade lighter. Okay, concealer. Now, there is nothing wrong with using a really, really light concealer, but the way you need to do it is you can't just put it here underneath the eye like that and have it 2 or 3 shades lighter, because you're going to get reverse circles and it's going to look crazy. If you're going to use a really light concealer, what you need to do is bring it right the way down here and then bring your foundation and blend your foundation up onto that, because then you get that Kim Kardashian kind of concealer effect, which will then look great because this area will be really light and this area will be your foundation color, and they two kind of mesh and blend into each other. But what you want to avoid is just doing a streak here and a streak there and having it 2 shades lighter, because you get reverse circles and that never really looks that great. So if you don't want to bring your concealer all the way down, then all you need to do is get a concealer that's the exact same shade as your foundation, or one shade lighter at the most if you're just going to apply it here. The other way is to use a corrector. I tend to favor correctors. I will bring the correctors down anyway because I think that this whole area here being really light looks nice, but with a corrector, same principle applies. Don't get one that's too light, because correctors are the most wonderful thing you can do for your face, because unlike a concealer which lightens, correctors will brighten up the under eye area, and they tend to be in the peach and bisque shade family. Okay, this is my number one, I think, even more than foundation, is shimmer underneath the eyebrow. Now, the way to look at it is, the more space you have here, and I mean if you've got a huge amount of eye space, the thicker you have this shimmer, the more you're drawing attention to the fact that you have a huge amount of space here. And oftentimes that isn't the goal. What you want to do, I mean, I would tend to just favor like an eyeliner brush and just do a really thin stripe of shimmery powder here, just really thinly by the brow. I think that that looks much nicer than this really kind of 80s thick heavy shimmer that we see here. So just remember that, you know, even if you've got like me where you've got an eyelid but I haven't got a big eye, if I was to put a huge bit of shimmer here, I would just be screaming, look at this bit of skin, this loose bit of skin here, which you don't want to do. If you've got a hooded eye with that's come through age where this area here is drooping down, then if you put a huge amount of shimmer here, you're drawing attention to all that fleshy area that you really don't want to. I know I've talked about these before, but they're so important because altering, just tweaking just a few things can really make a massive difference to how your makeup looks. Okay, that's it. I will see you next time. Thank you for watching and goodbye.